Do it.
Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Before we begin, just a quick reminder that if you're a fan of this channel and enjoy its content, there's two other channels that I also run. The first is called NOMZ. It's where I talk about video games, gaming news, and respond to others about gaming. The other is AI Core, which is where I archive all past episodes of this channel's podcast for those of you who enjoy it. So check them out at your leisure. Thanks for waiting. Now on to the video. No. Just no. They did it. They actually fucking did it. Disney, can you not take a hint? Can you not? I can't believe I can't believe it. Today has just been a plethora of bad news upon bad news upon bad news. See, I just got done watching the Game Awards. The Game Awards. Because apparently they're the most prestigious game award company there is. That in itself was a shit show, but what preceded it, and the reason why it took me so long to rant about this, is preceding it, Disney announced this on quote-unquote Disney Investor Day. So you got to bring out the big guns and throw out all the crap to pitch as possible, and this is what we've got. This is what we got right here. Let me read this, and then we're gonna get into it. Disney announces wave of new projects including Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar productions. Star Wars fans have been having a big day after Disney announced that 10 new series are in the works, as well as a feature film from Taika Waititi, which I guess they didn't specify, and revealed that, this is going to get its own video, but they revealed that Hayden Christensen, the Mad Lad OG himself, will return as Darth Vader. I love Hayden Christensen, but I'm happy that he's going to get, I'm sure he would love to play Darth Vader. I'm sure he would love to return to the franchise and be a part of it, along with Ewan McGregor. I'm happy for those two. I really am. All right? Mazel tov to them. They're legends. They're a huge part of my childhood. I want nothing but the best for them. I really do. The best, though, cannot be found with Disney, because Disney turns everything it touches turns to shit. You can delude yourself into thinking the prequels were bad movies, but they weren't. They were perfectly fine on their own. I've gone into it in vivid detail, at least 10 hours of videos on this whole point about the prequels and how they misunderstood, and how Hayden's acting was fine. He did exactly what he was asked. He met the vision George wanted. The dialogue he did have was a great script that George catered for those specific characters. George Lucas recently had an interview regarding why he chose the dialogue he did. It was done with purpose. It wasn't a horrible script. Every single word had purpose. And now, because the prequels have been positively received in recent years, they always had a fan base, and I was always a part of it. But in recent years, hopefully my videos have something to do with that. Some of it. The prequels have been pretty much adored the past couple of years. And so, my friend Rick on Twitter put it very nicely. Disney should have brought Hayden back for the sequel trilogy. If they were going to have him, in there, he could have been a Force ghost, he could have communicated with Luke, could have communicated with Kylo, whatever. They got cold feet, because they didn't give a shit about him then. But now, because the prequels have got some praise in the recent years, now they're going to bring him back, and they're going to throw him into the Darth Vader cape and suit. And I even heard a rumor that they're going to actually have Obi-Wan and Vader fight each other. Are Disney fucking crazy? They don't understand. Consistency means nothing to them. Obviously, that's why they, Okay, I'm trying to make sense of this. Look, consistency means nothing to Disney. If they can make a buck, they'll make it work, and they'll say, oh, it's explained in the book somewhere. That's why this film does not translate to this series, because it's missing a lot of details that we were too stupid enough to come up with, and we didn't give a shit about. We just want your money. We want you to subscribe to Disney Plus. We want your ticket sales. We're going to go through them in a sec, but they don't give a shit about consistency. They'll happily have Vader fight Obi-Wan again before A New Hope happens. Because they gotta make their money. Because fan service. What fan service, you ask? Well, we're gonna get into that too. Because The Mandalorian's a thing right now. And I attribute the slimy, shallow, fucktard, fanatical dumb cunts who love The Mandalorian despite its terrible quality. I blame them for this. Because season 1 was terrible. And you proved if they give you a teat to suckle at, you're gonna get whatever the freaking hell they want to serve you. You're going to cling to whatever scraps they feed you because it's going to make them money, because you'll eat it. And what's worse about the Mandalorian fanatics is that you'll nod their head. You'll nod your heads and you'll thank Disney for scraps because you have no sense of self-worth. You have no sense of how good things can be. You have such low standards because you have such blind fucking loyalty to this franchise. I love this franchise, but I can happily call it out for when it's shit. And it has been shit so many fucking times. Alright, it has been shit. I don't know when it really started. The original 6 movies, the worst of the 6 is Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry. It just is. It's still not what I would say is a terrible movie by any stretch. I'd say it's okay at best. Beautiful ending. I love the ending in Return of the Jedi. Let me make that clear. It really got shit around The Force Awakens. So Disney's first project, The Force Awakens, completely ruined the direction of the legacy characters. They cancelled the EU, created their own fucking external universe, their own fan fiction, and ejaculated it all over the goddamn screens, and gave us these new, politically correct characters that have them as much depth as a paper plate. Okay? Not to mention they have the personality of a paper plate. It's just fucking cardboard. It's shit. It's shit. Everything Disney touches turns to shit. Alright? Now, Disney... The Mandalorian fans, man, Jesus Christ, the fanatics. I don't even know where to begin. This is horrible. They're turning look at the backdrop, for goodness sake. Disney is trying to make Star Wars into Marvel so goddamn hard. Like, Disney, Star Wars is not Marvel. Star Wars isn't a cinematic universe. All right, you can't just pull fucking series out of your ass. You got to develop it. You haven't made... Okay, let's be fair. Disney have made one good Star Wars movie. That was Rogue One. Quote me. I like Rogue One. No, fuck it. I love Rogue One. I think it's great. I can praise that movie to no end. Rogue One was good despite Disney. Remember the reshoots? Despite Disney. Solo was shit. It was a bad idea It was a bad fucking idea to begin with. Disney obviously didn't learn because I see Lando is going to be an actual series. Lando's going to be a thing. Whether it's going to follow Donald Glover, who I despise as Lando, or Billy D. Williams, who is too old to be doing a Lando series, Jesus Christ, is unclear, but they're going to make a Lando series. And... Fuck, I'm losing my place. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my thoughts straight. There's so much to talk about, and I don't know where to begin and where to end with certain things. But yeah, look at the backdrop. They're trying to make it look like Marvel. You know what I mean? This is what Marvel Phase 3 looked like. Marvel Phase 2, they had a backdrop like this. I mean, look at last year's fucking announcement. The WandaVision series, Loki, all that. All of which was doubled down today, by the way. Because Marvel had their own presentation. Because, again, it was Disney Investor Day. So everybody's got a showcase so that Disney gets more fucking funding to keep themselves going. Despite losing a shit ton of money. They say, oh, we have stuff in the work, guys. Please continue to invest in us. Yeah, this year has been kind of a dumpster fire for Disney. They lost big on the Mulan movie. Oh boy. Anyway, so let me finish up this article. Numerous other projects were announced at Disney Investor Day, including new additions to Indiana Jones. Yeah. I'm going to be sick. Sister Act, Mighty Duck franchises, as well as sequels to Enchanted and Hoke. Whatever, we're done. All right. But now let's look at what they're going to do. So they have... Okay, so I see Star Wars The Acolyte. I don't know what The Acolyte is. I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is, though. Like, whatever. We have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, because sure, why not make a fucking series about Wedge while you're at it? Because everyone remembers Wedge. And, of course, you can't just leave the fucking OT alone. You gotta meddle with the backstory of it, too. I mean, Rebels is a thing. I've actually started watching Rebels, and I'm actually liking the first season. It's not without its problems, but I'm enjoying it. Star Wars The Droid Story. Haven't they got like a zillion bloody droid miniseries, like Lego Star Wars droid miniseries, C3PO and R2? Don't they have like a zillion of those on Disney Plus? Because I have Disney Plus. I have Disney Plus so I can fucking make content, and so I don't have to, so I can just do everything legally and I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't mean I'd recommend Disney Plus to anyone else, but I've seen numerous fucking shitty little Star Wars short animations with the droids in them. And countless kitty shitty projects, Like, it's stupid. And now they're gonna do that. The Mandalorian, the fucking series we have to thank for all of this, because let's break down The Mandalorian for a sec. The new episode comes out today, by the way. Oh boy, I'm gonna enjoy ripping that apart. The Mandalorian has been going for almost 2 years now, okay? The first season was a dumpster fire. It looked very shittily put together. Like, it had no direction. It just wanted to throw a couple of episodes out there, time all together loosely at the end. They had 3 episodes of filler that I guess were kind of paid off in season 2. But for the most part, it was pretty much a bland character who makes next to no sense, who changes his mind at every turn. He goes from being a ruthless bounty hunter to the good heroic figure whenever Disney needs him to be. At the drop of a dime, he picks up this green alien creature, and now Disney has this cute little green alien that resembles Yoda, and every fucking fan on planet Earth loses their mind over it. And that is why Disney is like, okay, they've taken the bait. Let's move on to season 2. Because there was nothing else in season 1. There was Mando, and there was a toy. That's it. Now Mando has to carry around this toy wherever the fuck he goes. I trashed the pilot. I hated the pilot of Mandalorian. Everybody was like, dude, did you not see the baby Yoda? Open your mind, dude. Aren't you going to get hooked on the show now? They showed us Baby Yoda, and I'm like, no, it's a fucking toy, and I still don't know anything about him. And by the end of season 1, I still knew nothing about him. We learnt a bit about him in season 2, but like, this last episode, I don't know if you see my video on the last episode, but the last episode was so shit, it completely killed my investment. And the little that I had. Because I actually liked episode 5 of The Mandalorian. And, well, we're going to get into that. Don't you worry. But it's been so... What this presentation, and what The Mandalorian has shown me, is that fucking Disney, are willing to go to any lengths to set up their half-baked, shitty-ass fucking projects to cater to the stupidest of the fucking Star Wars fan base that are millions in amount. I wish I could say the majority of Star Wars fans were smart. This recent week with The Mandalorian and the fucking the outrage I got for my latest video for calling it out for being blatantly shit at everyone who was just so frothing at the mouth to see fucking Boba Fett again, who disliked my video into the goddamn ground. You can't associate with those people. You can't have discussion with them. They don't want to know. They just want to consume like a fat kid at a fucking candy store and eat their Star Wars product up. No matter how shit it is. The problem is, all of the fucking smart Star Wars fans, or the ones that have any semblance of a brain, more than 2 brain cells, all of us have to fucking suffer for it. Because we know that Star Wars was capable of much, much better in the past. The prequels, episodes 4 and 5 were fucking great. See, episode 6, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was a serviceable ending. Rogue One, Disney's proven themselves, despite themselves, that they can make a decent Star Wars product. Now that The Mandalorian is a success, it's the worst thing that could have fucking happened, because it's so glaringly obvious who Disney is catering to, and it shows by what's on the board here. Now, what else we got here? All right, let's start with season 2. Season 2, we got Cobb Vanth, Timothy Oliphant's character, who was around for 1 episode, who had the Boba Fett armor. I called it out for being a shit episode, even though I liked Timothy Oliphant. I got shat on by the Mandalorian fanatics, because why not? Because he was a recent hit, that is why they haven't announced Cobb Vanth, the Star Wars series. Alright, that's why. Solo was a while ago, that's why they got Lando. Ashoka was always a guaranteed hit, because look what happened. Episode 5 came around. Now we have Ashoka, a live-action Star Wars series with Rosario Dawson. That's going to happen. And to be perfectly clear, I love Ahsoka. I'm a huge fan of Ahsoka. I recently finished the Clone Wars. By the way, I was working on a very long scripted Clone Wars episode. This is unscripted because I just don't give this enough respect of my time to script something out for it. I'm just spouting off the mouth because I can. I was working on a project for the Clone Wars because everyone wanted to get my thoughts on it. And I was putting some genuine time and effort into writing it and, getting the footage and planning it out. And I had to put that on the back burner because now I have to talk about this shit. And I'm pretty pissed off for it because I was really looking forward to talking about the Clone Wars because it's something I actually liked. Flaws and all. Despite Disney's some of its stupidity at the end of the series, I still really liked the Clone Wars. And I like Ahsoka's character. I know Rebels was kind of a hit for a lot of people, but some of my friends tell me it's pretty shit. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm only on season 1. The Mandalorian comes out. Rosario Dawson is showcased. We're like, okay, so Ahsoka's going to be a part of the Mandalorian. Nope. Now it becomes all so clear. The Mandalorian is designed to... It's a series that's designed to set up other series. That's what it is. That's all it is. Mando gets a task. Okay, go meet this character. They'll put you in the right direction. They introduce a new actor, a famous actor, and their own character. You'll never see them again until maybe the end of the season finale, because it's still got to be connected, because it's the fucking cinematic universe. Meanwhile, depending on how that character was received, Disney and the other people in Kathleen Kennedy's fucking cesspool goes to talk. They say, all right, it was positively received. Go start working on that series. Write us up season 1 and write us up a pilot episode, and we'll call Timothy Oliphant back and we'll get that going. But Ahsoka was always a guaranteed hit, and that's why that's why we're getting an Ahsoka series, because now we got Rosario Dawson. Absolutely, it was received well. I even liked that episode. But of course, Ahsoka's got no place in The Mandalorian. They didn't plan that for her. They planned one episode so she could say, hi, I'm played by Rosario Dawson. Look at my fancy fucking lightsabers. Oh, by the way, I'm looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn. Peace out, losers. You're not going to see me here again. Check out my series. That's all that was. Rangers of the New Republic. You know what that was set up from? When Dave Filoni and his bearded, ugly fucking cousin, who was in chapter 10? The one where Mando crashes and, the Republic Rangers were, tracking him down and were gonna turn him in, but they were stupid because they said, oh, but you tried to be nice to one of our men before he died. Oh, so you're not a fugitive anymore. We'll let you go. Because that's Disney writing for you. So that's, and the fact that, Cara Dune was approached by a Republic Ranger who was, hunting down Mando, and he says, hey, you can join the New Republic again. All those scenes in The Mandalorian were made to set up Rangers of the New Republic. Cassian Andor series has been rumored for a while now. I like Cassian Andor, not enough for him to have his own series, but I liked him in Rogue One, and I do like Rogue One as a movie, and I still hold to that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, because obvious, it doesn't really, you don't really need to, I don't really need to explain why they've done Kenobi. I have explained why they're bringing back Hayden. I do think it's going to be a pile of shit. I will watch Ahsoka and Kenobi only because I'm probably not even Ahsoka. I'll probably leave that. But Kenobi, I have a huge soft spot for Obi-Wan and for Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker, because the prequels were a huge part of my childhood, and it's deeply ingrained in me. So out of respect for them, and out of my respect for George, and just to see what they do with it, even though it's complete fan fiction garbage, and I know it doesn't count whether it's good or bad, because it's fan fiction, it's shit, doesn't matter. Just because this can be so potentially insulting to the mainline saga of Star Wars, I might have to watch it just to see, alright? Just to know that they haven't ruined it any more than they already have, right? Because, look, if they fuck up Kenobi, we could have a Last Jedi situation all over again. No one's going to be more invested in anything else than they are in Kenobi. Maybe Ahsoka. I kind of want to watch Ahsoka just because, if Dave Filoni's heading the project, then maybe. But Obi-Wan, okay, I'll check him out. I'm not enjoying it. I'm dreading it, but I still feel obligated to, just out of the amount of respect and investment I have in that character. It says something about Star Wars Visions. I don't know what that is. It was left pretty ambiguous. Kenobi and Andor have been set up for a while. The Acolyte, I don't know what the Acolyte is. I've heard of it. I don't know. I don't really care either, but that's a thing. Oh, and finally, people were wondering, oh, well, why did the Clone Wars have a first and second act to it when everyone just wants to watch the finale because the finale 4 episodes are fucking great? And they are. Just to be clear, the Clone Wars finale is fucking great. Well, now we know why they opted to showcase the Bad Batch arc in the Clone Wars Season 7. Because, hi-oh, they're going to make their own fucking spin-off series for it. And it's going to be Clone Wars 1.5 or Clone Wars 2.0. And I don't have anything against the Bad Batch. I actually really like him. That's why they brought Echo back. It's like, oh, look, there's Echo. He's from the Clone Wars. He's going to be in the Bad Batch series now. It's so... I hate it. I hate their tactics. Even their... Like, I liked the Bad Batch arc. It was an okay arc. It had some substance in there, but... They do all this stuff where they tease something and then you never hear about it again because they tease something, they put it out to the marketing audience, and if it gets more likes than dislikes, not only are you never going to see it again in that product, but they're gonna dedicate a whole fucking writing team to getting 8 or 6 episodes ready so they can have it ready for their next fucking investor day because they're a fucking corporate entity of shit. Fuck. I hate Disney, and I didn't even know I could hate them anymore. But this Star Wars Cinematic Universe crap just fucking skyrocketed to a new level of WTF, and just I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate Disney. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Andor isn't even the main character of his fucking series. Cassian Andor? No, it's going to be about introducing a new Jedi and a new bounty hunter, and they're going to have their own fucking series. Hell, they might even introduce Admiral Holdo. They'll bring Laura Dern back for a Holdo series. Why not? Why not, right? Kathleen? I don't know if I can say the C word on YouTube. They don't mind the F word as far as I know, but the C word? Ugh. So, look. Look, this is awful. This is absolutely insulting. It's shallow as hell, and it's preying. It's preying on the shallow as hell. The Mandalorian fanatics, because they don't have taste, they don't have a brain. They're shallow as fuck. They guzzle the juices of Disney's teat. If it has something of fan service to offer them. Boba Fett comes back. Doesn't matter if Mando forgets his jetpack and is a stupid fucking idiot. No, Boba Fett's back. That's all that matters. Doesn't explain how he survived, how he got off Tatooine, how he tracked Mando in the first place. It doesn't explain that at all. It doesn't explain how Moff Gideon had 2 people conveniently waiting on Navarro to put a tracker on Mando's ship so they could arrive at precisely the right time to capture Baby Yoda again. No. None of that matters. No, Boba Fett's on screen. We want Boba Fett to take our money, Disney. Take our money and our dignity, because we don't have brains. You can't take those, because we never had them to begin with. And then, yeah, look. As much as I liked Rosario Dawson's portrayal of Ahsoka in Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5, they had no purpose for her in that episode beyond being a cameo to set up her own fucking series. And this fucking presentation sheet from Kathleen Kennedy is just... it couldn't be more evident of that. And it's really putting a damper on everything I actually tried to like from The Mandalorian. Like, again, next year, mark my words, we're going to get a Cobb Vanth fucking Timothy Oliphant spin-off series. Guaranteed! I'll bet money on that. Right? We're going to get, because we, the sister... want to know why we didn't get a fucking... a Martinez sisters... is that what they're called? Trace and Rathers from the Clone Wars. I don't know if I pronounced them wrong. The sisters that... the Martez sisters, that's it. The reason why we're not getting a Martez sisters fucking spin-off cartoon series is because the Martez sisters, as far as I know, even though I kind of liked that arc, they weren't received well. So Disney didn't fucking say, oh, okay, you can hold off on that series we were planning for the Martez sisters because it didn't go over well. So, okay, no problem. We'll try and pitch something else that's not going to matter in another series, and hopefully we can set up a new series from that. So that's why we didn't get a Martez sisters. That's why we didn't get that in this presentation. They weren't planning that because they knew they weren't going to make money off that. And yeah, guys. I know this video has been kind of all over the place. This is the angriest I've been in a while. Well, no. No, actually, it's the angriest I've been in a week because the latest Mandalorian episode killed any and all enthusiasm I had for the series because I realized it wasn't going to get any better. It took 14 episodes of The Mandalorian for me to realize that it wasn't going to get any fucking better. That's how much I gave it a chance. I truly wanted it to be good, but it's not going to be good. I'm sorry. And I'm never gonna, I'll keep covering it just to get the point across so this shit doesn't happen. But, it's happening and it's because of the Mandalorian fanatics. Everyone knows the sequel trilogy is shit. Disney ain't budging. They're not decanonizing that. No, they're saying, okay, we'll try and fix that by making money and making a shit ton of other series that these fanatics are going to pray will fix the disastrous trilogy that we put out. Because we aren't going to budge. With Disney, we don't have to fucking budge. We don't actually have to fucking think. We just gotta make product and they'll consume product. These fanatics is what, these idiots, which sadly, I'm starting to think the majority of Star Wars fans are idiots. These idiot fans or fanatics, these idiots are the ones that are keeping Kathleen Kennedy and Disney and their Star Wars division in business when they should have gone out of business a long fucking time ago. Guys, I don't know. I still got to process this. I'm very, very angry. And it's just, this day has been a plethora of bad news. The Game Awards was shit. I got some, Marvel Showcase was shit. It's all shit. It's all fucking shit. And it's only going to get worse. But, leave it to 2020 to close out with a bang because, anyway, look, take this for what you will. I really did not enjoy this announcement. I'm seething, in case you can't tell. This was unscripted, so I'm sorry it's all over the place. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Guys, thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Thanks to the end of the video. You are a legend, and I'll see you next time.